Good morning, and welcome to the Yard, home of the Clonakilty Bike Circus and central station for the Clonakilty Bike Festival. My name's Jack. This is Coffee and Cranks. The other crank with me is my partner in crime, Graeme. Say hi, Graeme.
Hi, Graeme.
Yeah. If you want to figure out how this works, think Mr. Rogers, and I get to be Mr. Rogers, and he's Postman Negri or Mr. Green Jeans or somebody. Maybe he's King. What was his name? King Friday. Maybe he's King Friday. Anyhow, I get to be Fred Rogers.
Good.
It's
a lovely day in the neighborhood.
And I say, good morning, boys and girls. It's a lovely day in the neighborhood, and we have a wonderful short program planned for you this morning. As part of the bike festival, this is Coffee and Cranks. Coffee seems to be a major theme in the festival this year. Another item that concerns coffee I want to emphasize is tomorrow is the Coffee Outdoor Challenge, and with that in mind, I have the legend of cowboy coffee, which I want to share with you out there in YouTube land or wherever we are. A long time ago, before there was latte, cappuccino, or even espresso, hobos, mendicant evangelists, sheep herders, and cowboys used to take their coffee al fresco, sometimes in the pouring rain or driven snow, occasionally on horseback or riding the rails. This brew came unadorned by the gift of the cows. Bless them, cows are disinclined to be milked in the great outdoors, never mind following humans on their peripatetic rounds. Whether or not one actually was a cowboy, this arcane brew was universally known as cowboy coffee. Cowboy coffee is traditionally prepared by boiling water in a blue porcelainized coffee pot over the campfire. One adds a handful or two of ground coffee beans to a pot of water and heats the combination to a rolling boil. As soon as you can touch the pot, fresh coffee may be poured into the tin cups, and slurped reverently. Inevitably, there are grounds in one's coffee, but custom dictates that these may be strained out through the mustache, or spat out after swallowing the hot coffee. Both are quite polite in cowboy land. Some more fastidious connoisseurs of cowboy coffee put fresh coffee grounds in a knotted sock before placing them in the pot. This has the added virtue of washing one of your socks, but is considered fey by cowboys, real cowboys. Nestle killed cowboy coffee. Nestle, the first commercially successful instant product, was introduced in 1938. And its consumption by soldiers during World War II cemented its place in the hearts of weary travelers. Today, one seldom sees true cowboy coffee except cupped in the hands of an old bindle stiff, too proud of his brew to be seen near Starbucks. And, truth be told, that road warrior is probably drinking Nescafé too. So that's about cowboy coffee. If you have cowboy coffee outdoors, by all means, note it so that we can celebrate it with you. Our topic this morning is the educational program here at the Yard. We started out with the goal of teaching people to fix their own bikes, which has been pretty successful. And we have a regular train of people coming through, putting their own bikes on a stand, and one problem at a time, learning how to repair their bikes. However, bike shops are magnets for people who like to play with metal and machinery. And we began first informally and then formally an apprentice program, of which we're very proud. In a few moments, we're going to have a graduation ceremony for two of our most recent apprentices. But one of our ancient apprentices, who went on to greater glory, is right next to me. And maybe you would like to say something, Graeme, and shut me up for a while.
How did I get involved in all this? At the time, we didn't have the yard here. We were doing a pop-up workshop at the back of O'Donovan's Hotel in Clonakilty. All the equipment was on the third floor attic, so anytime we had to get anything, we had to go all the way up and all the way down, which became really lame. And I started helping Jack out, and I started getting to know Jack and what kind of things he was doing and what he was teaching us. And after that, we just got it together, really. It went from there. And then we got the yard, and I went through the Apprentice Program. And eventually I was awarded the prestigious John Kelleher Silver Spanner Award, as two of our people today, Alana and Anya, will be given with theirs. I went on as well and did other courses. I did City and Guilds afterwards. But the apprenticeship is a brilliant way of just getting a basic understanding of bicycle mechanics. And it's also a lot of fun. We try and make things fun, because, let's face it, fun is fun. And we've had, I think about 7 or 8 now. Yeah. 7 or 8 apprentices go through. And it's, as I said, it's just a wonderful grounding. If anybody's interested, please do contact us. It doesn't cost anything. We will take you through basic modules, wheels, bearings, gears, etc. And at the end, you build your own bike. We ask that you do 100 hours in the yard. Now this sounds a lot, but like Anya here, she did, was it 3 months, Anya, that it took you to do yours? 3-4 months to do your 100 hours?
About 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
Oh wow, 2 months. So you can pile right into it,
Yeah,
or you can take your time and just do a bit here and there. There's no, it's not formal like coming at 10, leave at 3. We run it to suit yourselves. And it's great, and it's really good seeing somebody being empowered and, it's coming in and they're not sure of themselves, and then a month or 2 later you see them, they're changing gears, they're stripping down headsets. It's brilliant. It's really good to see that. And anything that empowers you, well, it's a good idea. It's a good direction to be heading in.
Yeah, and let's talk about that empowerment piece, because the whole idea is that if we're going to spread the gospel of bicycle, and people are going to start riding bicycles again, and they must, to save the environment, to save the planet, people have to find ways that don't involve petroleum or petroleum products to get themselves about. But if people are going to ride bicycles, then there have to be people to repair those bicycles. And so our apprentice program is geared towards finding and empowering apprentices who will then go out and spread further the knowledge they've learned about bikes. And our apprentices come in here. We get something new every day. Today a fella came in and he has some high Nellies that need refurbishing, and he's going to bring them in, and the apprentices will get to work on high Nellies, and that's a rare treat. Other things that are happening with the apprentices is the White Bike scheme is selling off its old stable of bikes, and we're refurbishing all of those for sale, and that's another kind of way apprentices can get hands-on work that will teach them how to fix bikes and how to talk to people about fixing their own bikes. It's really a lot of fun. And for me, I like watching how the lights come on. People who may never have considered themselves mechanical discover that they've got mechanical aptitude, and they can look at something and understand how it works with just a little instruction, and that's just tremendous fun. Yeah, I love that. Justin is taking my bike, my show bike, Ms. Raleigh, down off Justin and Alana are taking Ms. Raleigh down off the rack. Be careful, Alana. I don't want you falling over backwards. I cluck at my apprentices.
Graeme, Jack, would you tell us a bit about?
Okay, why don't you turn around so the chain side's out, Graham?
Maybe if I go this way?
Yeah, that's what I think. How's that for framing? We could use a stand for her, I think. This is Ms. Raleigh. She's my longtime companion, road companion. I've had her since 1975, and over the years, my theory is that every bike is an expression of its ownership. There's an artistic side to being a cyclist, and over the years, you build a bike that's increasingly your bike. The notable things about Ms. Raleigh that are my bike is I have Raleigh or Nitto mustache handlebars on it instead of the traditional drop bars. Drop bars are hard to get used to. I did, and I liked drop bars, but then I had back surgery, and the Nitto mustache enables a more upright cycling posture. And as I've gotten older, that posture has been more and more accommodating to me. She also has a Brooks leather saddle, which over time becomes your saddle. She's got Campagnolo Nuovo record rear mech. I took the front mech off when I moved to West Cork. I actually had her stripped down to a one-speed for the year I lived in Paris, but here I reconfigured her with very low gearing so that I can get up and down the hills here. The rack, which has been painted to match the rest of the bike, is a Blackburn original, Jim Blackburn, not the Blackburn Company, almost as old as the bike. And the brakes are Paul Component Engineering brakes. They would stop a rock slide. The front brake, this is so radical that they recommend you not use it on the rear of a bike, because if you slap on the brake too hard, you can bend your tubing. This tubing is, by the way, all Reynolds double-butted steel, and there's nothing. If you've never ridden a steel bike, you really have never ridden a bicycle. Steel is it, and double-butted Reynolds or double-butted tubing is the premier tubing to ride. There's a feel to it, and it's not describable, but it's lots of fun. Finally, just for pretty, Ms. Raleigh has a lugged stem on her headset, and that's handmade by Nitto. Somebody made that stem from bits and put it together. To my knowledge, there are two of them in Clonakilty. One is on Ms. Raleigh, and the other's on a bike belonging to Justin that has that same very unique and very wonderful stem. So that's the story of Ms. Raleigh. I want to get back to our events and then we'll do our graduation and let you get on about your lives. Tomorrow, starting at midday, we're having the Inchydoney Loop regatta. We decided to call it a regatta, not a ride or a group thing, so that people could come and go with their own chosen few. And we hope we'll see people coming out in family groups and friendship groups that are comfortable with one another. In any event, we're inviting you to come out dressed in costume, pretty up your bike, pimp your bike if you like. Kids' bikes in particular, we hope they will. And then come out to Inchydoney, where we'll be in the parking lot with our pop-up circus marquee, red and white circus marquee. You'll notice this. And a little work stand. We'll have some merchandise. we have a free, if you complete the ride, we have a complimentary bronze medal to commemorate this, our 10th anniversary. If you don't complete the ride, they're for sale for €5. But you get one if you take the Inchydoney Loop. What I'm hoping to do is publicize the fact that there's a political movement afoot to make a one-way circuit from Clonakilty to Inchydoney, going out past the model railway village. That circuit would have one lane for cars and a second lane for bicycles, walkers, equestrians, roller skaters that would not take vehicular traffic. Hopefully that would be paved once, and the paving would work for a long, long time, if not subject to heavy use. The idea of the Inchydoney Loop isn't my own, but it's a wonderful idea, and I think if we had it, people would come from all over the world to stay in Clonakilty and ride out to Inchydoney and conquer the Inchydoney Loop. It's one of the most beautiful rides you can imagine. It goes by wetland and pasture and out to Inchydoney, which is one of two award-winning beaches in Ireland. The other one being the beach at Inch. But Inchydoney is the best, and it's beautiful. And you can spend a whole day walking that beach and enjoying it. So come out to the Inchydoney Loop Regatta. Come have a free bottle of water, earn your medal that you conquered the Inchydoney Loop, and we'll all have some fun. Now, Graeme, if you would come forward, we'll introduce our graduates.
Come on, guys, don't be shy.
Yeah, come on. I'll take that. Justin, will the camera, can I stand up and still be in the camera? Yep. Oh, good. Okay, thank you. Oh, good. Slowly, but our two most recent graduates are Anna Gronitska. How'd I do?
Perfect.
Okay. And Alana Murphy. They've each completed their 100-hour apprenticeship. They've each put together a bicycle from scratch, and they've each satisfied Graeme and me that they know their way around a bicycle sufficiently that we can give them their certificate and their silver spanner. They're our newest graduates, and we're very proud of them. They've also been great fun and great help around the yard. Anna adds the faculty of being able to speak Polish, and sometimes I draft her into speaking any other European language, because why not? And we that helps us be more able to contribute to the diversity of the community we live in. So we're very happy about that. So I have for a certificate of graduation, Anna, and your silver spanner.
Thank you.
Yay! And Alana, I have your certificate of graduation and your silver spanner. Now, there's a reason graduates get the silver spanner. It's a good, useful tool. Just let me have yours back for a minute. I can't get it out of the blister pack and should have my own, but it not only will dismount tires, it has a 15 mil box and end wrench, and it also has a bottle opener on it. This is a traditional tool carried by cycle racers in the early days of bicycling, and you'll often see it sticking out of the rear pocket of their racing trousers. But there's something more serious about it, and that's that you're not a mechanic unless you have a tool in your hand, and a tool is just dead metal without a mechanic. The combination of a well cared for set of tools and and trained hands is what makes bicycling run. And we want to start each of our mechanics with this kind of traditional tool, but also as a reminder to always have a tool handy in case you need to change a puncture or fix a derailleur. Graeme, would you like to say anything at all?
It's just it's really heartwarming to see the sort of band of apprentices getting bigger and bigger. They also seem to be getting more nuttier as it goes on, but that's, again, we're all about fun, and having the two girls here, it's just been great. It really lightens the place, and as I said, it gives a good atmosphere. People are learning, and we're having a good giggle as well, you know what I mean? But well done, the pair of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alana, do you want to say anything other than hi, Mom?
Just that I'd recommend it. It's really fun. Yeah, I just really enjoy being in here.
How about you, Anna?
Yeah, it's definitely great fun. I think your apprentice, your new apprentices are not here because they're just trying to fit. But it's definitely fun, and it's very nearly relaxing, and definitely great for your head as well. So yeah, highly recommending as well for anyone.
I want to make a personal happy birthday wish to my daughter Jillian. I won't say how old she was, but she was my very first apprentice and is still riding bicycles and still fixing them. So well done, Jillian. Congratulations.
Happy birthday, Jillian.
All right. And see you out in Inchydoney tomorrow on your bikes. Wear top hats and boas. See you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Well done, everyone.